just a bloke in a bar?
No, they're at the front, I think. They have come to the door before,
No,
I
they
think.
come to the door.
Where do you get delivered?
I don't get delivered much.
Well, I was going to get you some cat food.
Oh, okay. So we're already started.
Some of that meow meow stuff.
Some of that meow.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
don't kick to Spencer. Meow. I'm a
got
big
any milk for the
pussy.
big fella?
Yeah, we'll get a plate of. We'll get a saucer of milk. We'll get some cat food for you.
And
mate. How
some,
about
ki-
that?
and some kitty litter.
All down, boys. You
How about
won
that?
one game.
Get some kitty
No,
litter
we
for
haven't.
you.
No. We
No,
haven't.
no,
You've
no.
won one game. Let's just settle down,
no,
boys.
No. Incorrect.
Factually.
We've won back-to-back games at Suncorp.
You haven't scored a try in 2 games. You haven't scored a point in 2 games at Suncorp.
What? We scored last night.
No, you didn't.
That didn't count.
That didn't count.
Oh, these guys are so rattled they didn't even know what happened last
No,
night.
mate, you didn't. That doesn't count. You had to fucking get Toto off the field. Toto was like, I was trying to cradle poor old Xavier Coates back to the ground because he didn't want to hurt himself, and then they send me off.
Yep. Mate, they had to slow that down to like, what, fucking 1,000 frames to
Yeah.
be like, well, did he actually put his... Like, you watch that in real time.
The road
and that's
to hell-
and that's just man shit.
Yeah, it's just him being a man. The road to hell
Him
is
being a
paved
man.
with good intentions. He was just trying to help out a cuck, a beater, to the ground, and he gets binned for it. Now,
Yeah,
as it
okay.
turns out, it made no difference in the result. We go back-to-back at Suncorp. You guys score a fake try. But all I was saying was, and I was trying to start in the spirit in which I think mate versus mate should go, which was I was going to order some cat food for you
Yeah.
because I thought you might be hungry because you're a cat.
I'm a cat. Okay, well, it's one game, boys.
Queensland
Like,
cat.
let's be honest. Like New South Wales talking enough about Origin.
Lad,
Give
you
us
guys
5 or 6.
sucked.
5 or 6 more series.
You guys sucked.
5 or 6 more series, then you can talk like
You
this.
guys
Are
sucked.
you legitimately not concerned about what you rolled out last night?
I am concerned.
Are you going to sit there?
I am concerned. I
and
won't
tell
lie.
me that you aren't concerned
I
with
am.
the shit that
That's-
you rolled out
I
last
am
night.
concerned, but that doesn't mean that the whole state are a bunch of cats.
Mate, we haven't lost in Perth, whatever.
No.
Have we ever lost in Perth?
No, we haven't.
What's our average score in Perth? Like 60, 70 nil, something
Yeah,
like
it
that?
is.
80 nil, maybe?
Like, and not just that, Eddie, but we basically put 50 on you yesterday. It was just the fact that the balls, speak to Joey Johns, the balls were weird.
That was so funny.
The balls were
The ball
weird.
must be weird. Cleary's not kicking bad. The ball.
Well, he also, no, but Joey also said they sounded weird. So it wasn't just, I mean, and listen, if anyone's going to be able to talk balls, it's Joey Johns, right? So fucking mind your P's and Q's, boy. Shout out to Phil Gould. No,
We
it's all-
won both games there by 32.
Sorry.
for being
do we
dialed.
do we really want to go into the past and talk about Origin?
Well,
do
we
we
just
want
want
to do
Perth
that?
because that's the next game.
We don't want to go in the past
Read
and
a
talk about
book,
Origin.
Perth next game. That's what we're doing.
We don't want to talk about the past with Origin.
Joey Johns noticed that the balls looked weird and they sounded weird off the boot.
You know what is crazy? You've complained about the ref and you've already complained about the balls and you won. That's typical New
I
South
didn't
Wales
complain about
fashion.
the referee.
You win and you're
Ashley
still
Klein had a
complaining about
great
it.
game.
You were complaining about calls already and you won.
Ashley
That's New
Klein had a
South
great
Wales
game.
fashion.
That was the bunker. I don't consider the
We're
bunker
not,
as a referee.
no, we're not complaining. We're merely stating the facts as we see them. These are the facts, Denham. And this is why I'd be highly alarmed if I were you.
Okay.
As I've already pointed out, we dominate in Perth, so the series is already over.
So now it's really
It's just about get your brooms and get them quick, because
Okay.
there will be a broom shortage. Know that. What I find highly alarming is that you have, for all intents and purposes, lost 4 games in a row. Because game 1 last year, as we'll all remember, we won, but then Sully got sent off in outrageous circumstances at the start of the game. Crueled our chances. We only had 8 minutes with 13 on the field, then, so we're given no fucking hope in hell.
And we basically won that game.
But we pretty much won that game. So we won that one. We win game 2, obviously. We win game 3. We've won back-to-back games at Suncorp. What you rolled out last night was...
not fit for State of Origin
It
football.
was, and you know what? It was embarrassing to the concept more than anything. There was blokes running around with name tags on. Like, thank God there was names on the back of the jerseys. Seriously, because... You know, the Queensland fan. I'm not talking about the blokes that get paid to talk about it for a living, like you. I'm talking about Joe, who owns a fish shop, and he watches a bit of rugby league here or there.
Loves his family.
Loves his family.
Loves his
He's been
wife,
doing the same
married
thing
a
for
long
40
time.
years.
Put
He's
his kids through school, worked his ass to
worked
the
his
bone.
ass off.
Still working to pay off the
He's
school
doing 16,
fees.
17 hours, 18 hours a day.
That
You know what
guy.
I mean? That guy.
Yeah.
He fucking, all he eats is fish.
Okay.
Loves it.
Omega-3 sorted.
Yeah, but mercury poisoning.
But he's been around the block as well.
Okay.
He was at Lang Park when Wally dominated.
Promiscuous.
He's been there.
Oh, you mean about... Okay.
He's had a couple of roots in his day as
Okay,
well.
good.
Don't worry about
Not since
that.
his marriage.
No,
Obviously.
well, not on the public record at least.
A couple of boys trips we won't talk about.
Yeah, but that's neither here nor there. I mean, he's in the fish game, for Christ's sake. Like, let's be realistic. That bloke would have been fucking all at sea. Yeah.
No pun intended.
Pardon the fish pun if it weren't for the names on the back of the jerseys. Yeah. I'm not even joking. Tino, obviously we know what you look like. Munster's looking weird with his long hair. Everyone else, I'm like, who the fuck are you? Yeah. Callum Ponga, we know, but everyone else, like...
You don't know DCE, do you?
Well, mate, he played like a bloke that I didn't know last night, that's for sure.
To be honest, I think, and I said I think your club holds a lot of responsibility. You've whipped poor DCE into total submission. He looks sad. He looks lonely.
Objection.
He needs to get out of that shit
Objection.
club immediately to save the state of Queensland.
Good luck to any club signing DC at 37-38. I'm backing retirement now after that performance. I've got a serious question.
They turn so quickly.
No, I love Daly, but he's leaving the club, so it doesn't really matter.
Because he's been abused.
If he was like, I might stay at Manly, then I would not throw out retirement. He's not staying at Manly. He's either going to the Roosters or the Fish. I think he retires after that performance.
He's been abused by a terrible club.
I just want to have a serious question between this. We come in here, we talk a bit of shit, we have a laugh. I get it. But a genuine question about State of Origin last night. Is Harry Grant Origin standard?
Oh my God! Look, Harry had a poor game.
Is Harry Grant up to State of Origin, or is he just a good club footy player?
Harry had a poor game. He did.
Back to twos.
But listen, yes, okay. Were we poor last night? We were poor. Does New South Wales look red hot? Yeah, maybe they do look red hot.
Nice to hear you say that.
Maybe.
But you guys have been shit for 20 years.
Well, that's what are we talking about? We just
You've been shit for 20 years.
Mate, we've been good since 2018.
And you just did nothing.
What are you talking
We won
about?
more series, I think, since 2018.
See, this is just an awful...
We've been good since 2018 and you know it.
You know it, dude.
And you
Talk
know
a
it.
lot of shit with your mouth.
Have we? Is it an
3-all.
equal amount of wins?
We're
3-all.
the boys in blue,
Sorry?
New South.
It's
3-all?
Yeah.
Well, it's
3-all.
4-3 because this one's fucking done. It's 4-3.
You count your chickens?
No.
You count
I'm
your
not.
chickens?
No. These things have hatched.
No, they haven't hatched
They
yet.
hatched last night.
No, I'm looking at those eggs that haven't hatched.
last night?
They hatched.
Oh, sorry,
that's
it's 4-3.
Oh, so
not
it's 5-3. So
not
it's
including
5-3.
this year. Yeah.
Oh,
So 2018.
To New South Wales?
18, 19, 21, 24.
oh, suck a fat one.
Yeah. And
So
you got,
this
and
is
you
your
got-
dynasty, a 4-3 dynasty.
Mate, you just said we were shit, and now the stats show
You're
that
supposed
you're
to.
shit.
Honestly, it should be
Stats show
7-0.
that you're shit.
This is
Dan.
your opportunity to go 8 in a row and you didn't. You went 4-3.
Well, listen, bruh. We just beat you back to back at Suncorp. A little bit of humility wouldn't go astray, mate. You gotta lose. It's about how you lose. You know what I mean?
You just said I have to eat cat food. I copped that.
Yeah, but sometimes you need to lose the right way.
You gotta lose the right
I'm
way.
losing the right way.
Oh, I don't know about
No,
that.
but
Eat
losing-
cat food and nothing. And if we get some fucking cat food here and you eat it, I'll be happy.
Look, yeah, okay. Did we go up there and we were hiding our hogs? That's what's happening right now. We're hiding our hogs. They're coming out game 2.
I think that all 17 penises dropped off of their respective Queenslanders and wriggled to their New South Wales counterparts and attached themselves to their dicks last night.
I personally think we were hiding our hogs. That's what it looked. It looked like a team hiding their hogs.
Do you look at that game and that Queensland team, which many are calling an embarrassment to the game of rugby league, do you look at that team and see any way that they do anything different? Like they're devoid of any creative flair, attacking flair. They made some tackles, not many. And
We were saying in the green
Hammer
room.
may never score another try.
Well, no, let's be honest. No one's ever scoring down Critter's edge ever again. So, like, you can just rule that out until he retires.
Yep.
We were saying in the green room, I don't know if it was the green room this morning or the green room just now, but lost my train of thought. Completely lost it. It's gone.
I'll pretend you
Do you
said
know what's
something.
in my brain?
What?
Nothing.
I'll pretend you said something incredibly insulting and profound.
No, it wouldn't have been insulting.
Okay, fair
That's
enough.
not our style, man.
It's not your style.
That's not our style.
No, it's not our style.
That's not our style.
It's definitely not our style.
Okay, that's fair enough. Listen, you look hot. You look very horny. I'll give you that. You look
Yeah.
very horny.
And clunky. Like, imagine when we actually play well.
We did look clunky.
We didn't even play very well.
Yeah. You played. I thought you played good, but you did.
We
leave
didn't play
points out there.
great. We didn't play great. That was second gear footy.
The first half, I thought you played really well. You
But
dominated.
imagine when we actually play well. Imagine that. Like, oh, you're going to fucking make some some changes? Yeah, sick, dude. Or we're just going to play well. Imagine what happens then.
Yeah.
We didn't even have training, basically, because it was raining so much in the Blue Mountains.
We didn't need it.
We didn't. We just they just hung out together, bonded. You know, got to know one another on a deep
New South Wales
meaningful
spirit
level.
kind of
yeah,
stuff.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
Well, I was saying to Maddie before, this I do remember, Queensland spirit was nowhere to be seen last night.
Yeah, I think it took a holiday. I don't know where it's gone, to be honest. At the moment, Queensland not doing too well in season and also in Origin. Right now.
That was a disgrace.
Maybe we're banking it up for future
That sounds
series
like
wins.
some woo-woo bullshit.
I would be wigging if I was a Queenslander,
Which you're not.
which I'm not.
Worth noting.
But I would be wigging
Okay.
because
You're wigging, right? Every Queenslander was wigging going into that game. Everyone you
Mate,
spoke to
seriously?
knew.
Yeah,
they
everyone
all
knew.
knew. They
Everyone
were fucked.
knew.
And you're like, oh no, it's just Queensland being like, we love the underdog. It's like, no, because there's underdog arrogance that Queenslanders have. And then there is, we're shitting ourselves. We know we're fucked. We've just picked Robert Toyer at centre. He had a great game for like a 10-game debut. Like, not shitting on him. Just talking about the totality of a Queensland rugby league side. You look at that Queensland team, that's maybe one of the most forgettable Queensland sides in the history of Origin, where you just go like, we'll win the series, we might sweep you, and like you'll look back on years gone past and go, oh, who the fuck was that? Did he play Origin, did he? Yeah, he did. He played one game in 2025.
Wow. Jesus. It's harsh. It's a harsh critique.
But you agree with it.
Look, I don't necessarily agree with that.
That's a yes.
I
That's
think,
a Kempy yes.
No, it's not actually. I think that we need to. I would be bringing in Dearden for DCE. I'd be bringing in Dearden for DCE. I think changes need to be made. I just think, if I'm being totally honest, the Blues are just red hot right now. They play fucking good footy. They got big, fat dick backs that just fat dick us all day long.
Yeah, there was a lot of fat dick in.
A lot of fat dicking going on with 200 metres from Toto, fat dick Lomax,
Yeah.
200 metres from him. And sometimes you can't handle multiple fat dicks at once.
That's it, though, we overwhelmed you with them.
mate, if you can. And that side, they just look like a good group of blokes. Just a good group of blokes.
Yeah.
Most of them are fucking young.
Yeah, that's the scary thing.
young.
They're
Most
young.
of them are fucking
They're still
young.
the young, dumb, and young, full of cum kind of face.
yeah.
Which is scary.
Mate, they're young.
Yeah.
There's some young boys out there that are looking to inflict generational pain on your state to make up for horrible wrongs. You couldn't find a Queenslander this week that was prepared to say, I think fucking we'll win and this is how we'll do it.
No.
Everyone was like, yeah, it's going to be a tough game. That backfire's pretty... Like, everyone was fucking shitting their pants. Even Cam Smith, the GOAT, was like, I'm really worried about that back five.
Yeah.
Game was lost before you
But
really
he's
got it.
usually out there going, mate, we'll dust them. It's Queensland. This is where we this is where we love to fight. Underdogs, back to the wall. We'll roll out people that no one's ever heard of and get W's. Like, that was the Queensland way. But everyone now knows that the Queensland way gets you so far. It gets you victories when there is a disjointed New South Wales. In the past, we've had too many weapons in the duffel and they just didn't work together. They didn't meld. But now we've got weapons and they all fucking get on like a house on fire and they've won comps.
You know what I reckon
These
it is?
boys are fucking winners.
You know what I reckon it is, and I'm being serious here. I don't reckon this generation is scared of Suncorp. And here's my point. For 20 years, if you went up there, you're going up against a red-hot Broncos side that was winning Prems in the early 2000s, or you had to play Cam Smith, Billy Slater, Cooper Cronk, Thurston, Petro, Webke. Whereas, like, you've got guys in that Penrith side that have won premierships at Suncorp. I don't think this current generation goes up to Suncorp and is wigging out because the Broncos haven't been dominant for 20 years.
Suncorp's not scary.
It's not scary anymore
Suncorp is
to this New
like
South Wales generation.
Suncorp's like a teacup ride at the Easter show for like kids, you know what I mean?
Now.
Yeah, now.
It used to be,
like,
it used to be the giant drop.
Used to be the giant drop.
Now it's teacups.
And I think this generation, they don't fear Suncorp like
Who
the old
would?
generation.
Why would you? Well, that's the fucking
well,
joke.
as I said, you used to go up there. Broncos were one of the best teams in the comp with essentially an Australian side or a Queensland side. And then you would be playing the greatest ever team assembled in the Maroons team. Whereas this generation, they didn't grow up with Broncos being the best side in the competition or Queensland just completely ramming you every single, fucking series. And so I reckon there's a big part of it where when they go to Suncorp, they're not as nervous and rattled. How often did you see a New South Wales side that was like a favourite and they'd get up to Suncorp and they'd just completely fall
Well,
apart?
they shit their pants.
They'd literally poo in their pants.
I
No
wonder
poo
whether
to be
the New
seen.
South Wales side generally and the state of New South Wales itself has become the new Suncorp. So you guys are just terrified of us as a team. Yeah, so when you come up against us, it doesn't matter where we play, you're like, holy fuck, we're up against New South.
You take Suncorp with you think?
Well, we've already taken it.
Well, you know what? You're called Westpac because you're the Westpac.
No. We've taken...
We're the Blues.
We've already discussed this on the Hello Sport podcast, award-winning this morning, but we've taken Suncorp now. That's ours.
Yeah.
You've taken it.
Yeah.
Well, it's the New South Wales Embassy.
Of New South Wales.
So technically it's New South Wales land.
Holy shit.
Crown land of New South Wales.
It's Crown land of New South Wales. It's been taken.
It's been taken.
Yep.
And those 17 men last night, they were ambassadors for New South Wales.
Okay. Is anyone still there or have they just locked the doors and left?
Just lock the doors. We can do whatever we want.
We don't really give a fuck. We'll probably just leave it. But it's still ours.
Okay.
And so we're obviously, the next thing we just have to get those fucking Suncorp letters off. Put the New South Wales Embassy of New South Wales.
Westpac letters on. You are Corby Dollar kind of state.
No, we'll take a Corby dollar, but we're not.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, exactly. The place
If you
is called
reckon
Stadium.
you're not going to bend over for the corporate dollar, you're talking shit. The only reason Queensland didn't have one is because no one wanted to sponsor you.
We do have Westpac. We just said to them, you're not putting a red fucking W on our jersey.
No one wants to sponsor you, mate. The difference this year, and again in the green room, Matty and I were talking, saying we weren't worried last night, and I'm being genuine about that. In years gone by, I'd be pissing my little pants, being like, they're going to fucking Queensland us. They're going to pull some shit out of the fire and fuck us here. I didn't get that feeling last night at all. And unlike, 2000 when Munster fucking just gave it to us raw. With the second worst side ever assembled after Fatty's boys and Ben Eichen and the lot.
And probably this one.
And is that I don't think that this side that we've got now fucks up wins anymore.
Nah.
I think they're not going to go up there and just drop the bag and fuck it. We're going to have to get bested, and I don't think you've got the cattle.
Our defense is pretty hot. We D'd up on you.
D'd up?
We D'd up on
D'd
you.
up? Yeah, no, it's true as well. Like, you've got multiple players in there that have been winning prems for fun.
Yeah.
Whereas the last time a Queensland side won a prem was 2015.
It's a great point.
So,
That's a great point.
For the last decade, you just winning prems, dominated the competition. There's not as big of a Queensland presence in the Storm anymore. Obviously, you got Munster and Grant, but it used to be quite a big presence in the Storm.
True. Very true.
So Queenslanders have just fallen off generally, everywhere, across the board.
There is an argument made when you have that long dominance, there is going to be a backlash from that. There are going to be a young generation watching that from New South Wales going, when I get my opportunity, I'm going to fuck those motherfuckers.
Yeah, for sure. You guys are a bit more of an AFL town these days, right? Brisbane Lions, did they win the...
You know what? It's fucking fair.
It's a bit of an AFL town
we did win the AFL. They won last year, didn't they?
Yeah, I think they might have beat the Swans.
Well, there you go.
Well, I think they pumped the Swans.
Yeah, pumped the Swans. Well, we're not an AFL town.
I think his head has rolled.
Well, goodbye horses.
It's a reasonable point you make, Tom. I hadn't thought about that. But it is true.
So New South Wales now officially in rugby league state, do you think?
Well, we've
always been one. Listen,
you guys are just now officially an AFL town.
You've had your time in the sun. I hope you made the best of it.
Yep.
You had 11 glorious years there with a year off. It's our time, baby.
Okay.
You guys go enjoy some
Maybe
AFL?
as a state, we're taking some time off just to bring the concept back of origin.
You know what? Queensland's got a bit of the Man United's about you.
Just heading to bloody relegation. Bit of football chat, you wouldn't get
it's
it.
tough night.
Football guys.
Yeah.
Big football guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, you guys are good last night. I can't deny it. We got humped and humped hard.
Geez, that Crichton can play.
Oh, right.
Geez, that Payne Haas can play.
How about that Payne Haas?
He can play rugby league.
He is a rugby league player. He's got a
He
bit about
feels
him.
like someone you would have tried to have nicked in years gone by.
Oh, definitely.
Don't you reckon?
Oh, they would have nicked him, bro. I would have nicked him good.
Listen, as I said, what can I say?
What can you say, bro?
What can you say? You
anything,
can't say much. You
No.
can't say much. We got humped. Sometimes you get humped and you got to get up, dust yourself off.
Yes, you do.
Maybe get humped again.
Eat some cat
couple more
food.
times.
Mate, can I be honest with you? You've just got to keep moving.
Yeah.
Okay. Because you've been humped quite a bit.
Oh, listen,
For most of my adult life.
But you
Damn
forget quickly.
You just got to keep moving. Keep moving and just remind yourself of the good days. There's a reason that we watched Joey John's game 2005 all the time. We had to get us through.
Yeah.
It's all we had.
So are we talking some maybe some Cam Smith, Billy Slater highlights?
You're going to have to fire up the DVDs, bro. That's
Okay.
what I'm saying. You're going to have to fire up the DVDs.
That's good advice.
Because I don't see a way out of this. You said earlier, and I'm actually surprised to have heard you say it, to be honest, but when was the last time a captain was fucked off mid-season, mid-series?
Oh,
Yeah, long time.
huge, dude. Well, what about Slater? Do you reckon he loses his job? Is he maybe after this next game?
Not this series,
Yeah,
but I think if he loses
you reckon
next
you get rid
series.
of DC and Slater, maybe.
No, I think if he wants to stay and he's in here next series and he loses, I think you'd probably look at getting someone else in.
Can I also ask another question?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. How embarrassing is it? Genuinely speaking, you're right. Like history of origin and that, proud state, now an AFL state, but like to intentionally kick away from Spencer Leniu because you didn't want to get bashed up by a tough cunt. Like, what's that got to feel like? What's Joe at the fish shop thinking about that?
Well, I think Joe's going, listen.
After 40 years.
After 40 years and a big old love-making session with his wife, who he loves dearly, maybe played up on a boys' trip, but like, what's Joe think about that?
Yeah, go to listen. The thinking is just take him out of the game. Me
Okay,
personally,
pussy stuff.
I think you give it to him and you say, boys, let's get
origin.
an opportunity here.
It's not like you're lacking mongrel. You've got big boys out there.
I know. I know why Billy did it, to try and take him out of the game. And he actually didn't have that much impact in the game. So, like, if you're looking at it from that perspective, technically, he didn't have that much impact. He didn't get that first crazy run where he becomes the big dog. So, is it smart footy? Yes, it is probably smart footy. Is it origin footy, though? I don't think it is.
It's embarrassing.
I think you got to go take it to him. Don't necessarily, like, even if he does bump you, at least have the opportunity to have a crack at him.
I mean, look, you could make that argument for anything. It was smart footy that Ben Creagh backed away from Justin Hodges in a fight in State of Origin. It was smart 'cause he was about to get his chops smacked.
Yeah, but
it was
did Spencer Leniu impact the
embarrassing.
game though?
Huh?
Spencer Leniu didn't really impact the game.
No, I get.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I
Spencer
get
did
what you're
all
saying. I get what you're saying, but I also think
It's
that
not
if
origin
Tino
footy.
ironed him out, you boys are up and about.
Yeah, oh mate, I'm with you. That's why I'm saying it's smart footy, but it's not origin footy. I think that, like, we're thinking too much with our head and not with our heart by doing that.
Is it smart on a surface tactical level, but then the overall impact it has on the psyche of the Queensland team, who realise their coach thinks they're a bunch of pussies, and then the New South Wales side, who are like, oh, these guys are scared of us.
Well, I'd put it this way. It's a world away from Darren Lockyer putting up a bomb and Gidley getting forearmed in the face.
Yes.
And look, did the ref that out of the game last night? Absolutely he did. He took all the breath out of the game. It was so frustrating.
Dude, the fact he threw a penalty 3 minutes in, I was like, oh, Ashley Klein, great.
Bro, seriously.
And then it was 2 penalties inside
You know
5
what?
minutes.
If anything, he hurt the Blues. Like, not Queensland. Like, Queensland weren't winning that game last night. So it wasn't the ref. So I'm not complaining for that reason. I'm complaining. You can look at the comments. A lot of people are saying that looked like a glorified club game. They were like, bro, Liam Martin got pushed and was just like, oh, and just walked away. In Origin, like, there was no kind of intensity because the ref didn't allow it.
Ashley Klein is consistently
I
frustrating
actually think that's accurate. It lacked like a
spark.
It lacked a buzz or
Because
something.
he gave a penalty straight away for hands on the face. That's Origin. You're supposed to get that niggle in so they hate each other.
What has Andrew G got to do?
to get a bit of a,
mate.
Adam G. What the fuck has he got
Andrew
to
G
do?
used to host Channel V
Yes, he did.
And also,
and The Bachelor.
Like, I thought that there was an understanding that the whistle doesn't come out in Origin.
21. 20, if you include 6 against, 21 last night.
Are you serious?
What do they
21.
want? Like, what are we doing here? He's like,
I
he's
was
like this
actually,
every
I
time.
was saying on the live stream, I'm like, oh, they don't blow 6 agains in Origin, really. And there was fucking heaps of them.
Mate, I don't understand it. Like, it was that even, and I'm being honest when I say, I actually think if you had to let the game flow, Blues could have won by more, because I just think they were that much better. But, like, I felt like he reffed the Origin out of the game. Like, he just he reffed it like a club game. Now, in all seriousness, do you agree with my theory, though, that this group of young Blues players are not scared of Suncorp?
I think I completely agree.
Fucking oath.
Because, like,
They weren't overawed. They were relaxed. They were calm. They had time. No one was shitting their little dacks. It was good.
It
Real
also
good.
potentially does marry up, though, with just a period where you guys don't have your best, one of the great Queensland teams around. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you've got great players.
But also Brisbane haven't been strong either. Like when you used to go up to Suncorp, you used to have to look up and just playing Brisbane, and you were playing Lockyer. You had Petro Sivanasiva, Webke, Brad Thorne, Justin Hodges, Carmichael Hunt. Like every time you would go to Suncorp, you would experience some of the toughest rugby league you could play. It's not like that anymore. It hasn't been like that for a very long time. And so I just think this generation that started making their debut like late, 17, 18, they're sitting there going, we don't know that version of Suncorp.
Yeah. And I tell you what, so Broncos haven't been dominant since what? They had a couple that, a good year or two.
15, really. 15, they were okay, 16, 17.
But the lacquer for Suncorp was really only still holding on for Origin.
Yeah.
Like there was still aura around Origin. Us winning game 3 last year into this now win it's basically the tarnish has come off completely.
And I said it in our review last night. I truly look at that blue side. They didn't look at all rattled by Suncorp. They were enjoying it. Like they loved it. And I think that used to be a huge card up our sleeve as Queenslanders going, it doesn't matter how good this blue side plays. Whenever they get at Suncorp, they just shit the pants, literally shit the bed. This team doesn't because they've won premierships up there. Like literally, the Penrith Panthers won a premiership in Suncorp against another New South Wales side. They obviously won last year. Like these guys don't have the same fear as a bloke that debuted when he was if a bloke debuts in 2005, he's coming into the start of the hardest period it was to play people at Suncorp. And even before that, you had Kevy and Alfie and all those guys when you had to go up to Suncorp. You don't see that. It's not like that anymore. At all the Queensland sides, we haven't won a premiership since 2015. It's even right now,
10 years.
10 years. It's been a decade since a Queensland side has won it. And so I just think that
looking likely.
The scariness of Suncorp, the cauldron, it's not as scary anymore. And I also think that because the game has become less aggressive and violent, Queensland can't lean into that anymore like they used to. When you used to come up to Suncorp, you're getting bashed. There's swinging arms everywhere. You got Nate Miles putting his head in your head. Whereas
I miss those days.
Whereas Klein, he's given penalties in the first fucking set for touching faces.
Yeah.
And so
that's disgraceful.
Honestly, bro, couldn't believe what I was watching. I could not believe what I was watching. Anyway, that's my theory. I think it's the scary thing is we've got guys in this blue side that have won all the premierships lately. That you've got a core of this side that, in their mind, when they arrive at Suncorp, there is no thought of, this is a daunting place. They're like, we're the big dogs. We win prems.
Correct.
And so that's
how many changes you're making.
I'd be going, as I said, I think Dearden. My concern with DC wasn't sometimes you could go, okay, because he's a bit older, maybe he's a bit off the pace or whatever. My concern was Munster was our main kicker. I don't understand that.
Yeah, what was going on with that?
That's crazy how good DCE's kicking game been, and Munster becomes our main kicker. And then in attack, he just didn't organise anything. He just wasn't in the game. And so if he was in the game and trying things and he just didn't have a good game, I'd pick him game 2. But he just looked completely out of it. He just looked completely disconnected from the game. And I think, is Dearden going to be as good an organiser as DCE at his best? I don't think so. But at least he's going to be in the game, running the ball, on the ball. As soon as he came on, they called it a forward pass, but that was the only real try we set up. Outside of that, we didn't set up any other try-scoring opportunities. The other one was a knock-on.
From an offside.
It was offside. At least that play... they let it go a little bit because you're always offside. Whenever you're defending someone or coming out of their own 10, they're always offside. But that was offside. There were other ones. Critter, I felt Critter to Lomax was forward, but whatever. Blues were such a better side, and we got one back with obviously the offside with Nanai. I just think that I'd be pulling in Dearden, and I know he doesn't manage the game as well as DCE, but at least he's going to be just taking hit-ups, taking runs. DC for me, he was just completely disconnected from the game. Munster had more kicks in him. Munster's not even a notorious kicker.
Yeah, I was shocked by that.
I don't understand that. It is very strange. And I listened to the press conference after, and they kind of asked DCE what do you think of the performance? And he was saying, it was our ill discipline, and that's what. And to a degree, it was their ill discipline for sure. There was some strips that were silly. At the same time, the amount of times after that first 20 minutes, because in the first 20 minutes, when we did organise things and we did spread it, we were having joy on the edges.
You were.
And then we just
they
didn't do
were.
it.
We were saying early in the game, we're like, it seems like they're just running at Latrell, put him through heaps of work,
Heaps
and
of
he was
work.
blowing at points.
And then we just
But then
went
it
away from it.
stopped.
Yeah. And then by that time, KP hadn't been brought into the game. So he starts trying to get to first receiver. That makes it more clunky. Like, if there is one thing, if you had to bet which side's going to be more clunky, the one with Cleary and Moses, who've never played together, or the one with DCE and Munster and KP and Harry Grant, you would always say Harry Grant and that spine is going to be smoother, and they weren't, and that's the big concern. Moses and Cleary were way smoother, and I will say the good thing for Cleary is it's the first time we've seen him in Origin with Dylan Edwards as his fullback, because like Teddy plays a style of rugby league that suits Roosters rugby league, that suits his style of footy, whereas Teddy and Cleary have just never clicked on the field, and that's not to say Teddy's not an outstanding Origin player. I think he's been one of your best since 2016-17. But they just don't gel. They just don't gel. He's too dominant of a ball player, Teddy. Whereas getting Edwards back there, Cleary finally had full control of the side. Like, it was Cleary's side. And me personally, I've seen some people felt Cleary didn't play well. Outside of his kicking, I thought Cleary played good. Not great, but I thought he was good.
I thought he was good.
Yeah, I
not
thought he was
great.
good without being great. But I think that was true of both halves.
Well, I thought he was better than Moses. I thought Moses
wasn't. I didn't find Moses to be particularly bad, but like Cleary was clearly the dominant.
Yeah, 100%. And that's
Cleary was running the shit.
Yeah, but that shows a lot of maturity from Moses. He swallowed his ego. He just took a massive backward step and allowed Cleary to run the team. And that's why, even though you looked a little bit clunky sometimes in attack, you were still so dominant because it was finally fully Nathan Cleary's team.
Moses has a fucking boot on him.
Oh yeah.
But like
mate.
it felt significantly bigger than Cleary's every time he kicked it. I was like, why didn't you just let him
For long
fucking
kicks,
hoik it down
long
the
kicks,
field?
they were fucking huge.
Absolutely huge. But
They'll only get better as well, which turns me on.
you know what turns me on if I was a Blues? Crichton and Lomax together,
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, Lomax he didn't get outleapt once.
bro, and they're both 25.
Yeah.
They're so young. I think Crit is 24.
Critters 24.
24.
We looked him up
Like-
this morning.
Bro, we might be witnessing one of the great pairings in Origin that the Blues have ever seen.
Mate,
and you might see the start of it.
one of your players with huge X factor, heaps of aura, Hammer,
Had a really poor game.
Nothing.
doing. Crichton's like, no.
Sorry, dude.
Mate, he was out there when you were down a man, literally just defending for a centre and a winger.
Well, that's it. They moved Lomax to
Yeah.
the other side.
That's how good he is.
And he just went,
he defends as two men.
It's literally two. They said, "Oi, Critter, we just need you to take care of two spots for us, please." And he
You're
just
going
said,
to move
"Yeah."
Zach to the other side. You just defend two guys.
He is insane.
Like unfucking believable player. And then like Lomax, just big, thick cock meters.
Oh, yeah.
Huge,
but
veiny.
he was like, give me the pill.
Oh, my
He was
God.
trucking so much nut out of the
Oh,
backfield.
my God.
I was loving it. He was always like second in a set. Give me the pill.
Jeez, and then Payne Haas. I think he is graduated to Daddy Haas. I think.
Oh, dude.
Jesus.
That was special. Just
Big
watching
Papa.
him just work.
He rolled his sleeves up that weren't there, like metaphorical sleeves. Actually, maybe his jumper was long
tattoos.
sleeve and he rolled it up.
That first
And he
try
just
when Cleary
fucking
fucking
got
ran
after
it
it.
on the fifth. Big pain, he up the guts and into him.
Just
I
too
was
good, bro.
surprised he got man of the match, though. I thought Critter would have got it, to be fair. Like, as in, and I'm happy at Payne.
There was a
Like,
couple of blokes I reckon that could have got it.
But I just wasn't, and I mean, I was drinking and not paying much attention, but I just sort of,
No, but vibe's important.
vibe is important. It's all we have to go off because
Yeah.
we don't have knowledge or skill or understanding. I just thought Critter was like, so his defense was so good, and then the way he stood up Val and then burnt Hammer to give the ball to Lomax.
Man.
That was special.
Yeah,
his
it was-
his acceleration was pure.
He's
Off the
so
back of a
good.
bung leg as well.
So freaking
You say
good.
that was forward, I don't think it was.
No, I don't think so either.
I think it was flat as a tap.
That's cope, as they say.
Cope.
What's cope mean?
Dude, I'm pretty sure
Cope.
I used it correctly.
Coping.
Coping
Yeah,
mechanism.
coping mechanism.
Just coping.
Copium.
That's cope, dude.
They call it copium. It's two words together, opium and cope, copium.
Really? And that's like the kids are saying?
Kids are saying
cope,
they
dude.
call it cope or copium.
There you go.
Yeah, that's cope, bro.
That's it. We're hit, bro. We know.
Well, I am. I don't know.
I've never heard that in my life.
Cope.
No.
It's a cool thing.
It's a
It's
thing.
a cool
Okay.
thing.
It's a cool thing.
It's a cool thing, dude.
And when do you say it?
Just then.
Like, for example, if I'm like, friggin' New South Wales got all the calls, you'd be like, bro, that's massive cope.
Yeah. Or how about what the last 20 years in Origin? Cope, bro. Cope, you just lost.
Yeah, stop
Cope.
trying to cope with your loss with that
Yeah,
bullshit
yeah,
stuff.
so,
Right,
it's
okay.
cope.
Yeah,
Major,
okay.
major
Major
cope,
cope
dude.
or copium.
Or copium, of course.
But you got to be cool to say it, so I don't know.
Oh, right. Okay.
You have not been.
I'll
given
just sit this one
permission.
out
Yeah,
then.
you said that.
This show is brought to you by Bloke Jumpers and Hats on June 10. Maroon jumpers and
June
hats.
10?
June 10.
36th on June 10th.
June 10. You're 36? Don't look a day over 40.
36, lad.
46?
You can talk, mate. You can talk.
You look older than me.
Are
I
you
reckon.
40 next year?
You're fucking.
I reckon you look older than me.
You're old
I
as
think you both look older than
Methuselah,
me.
Are you 40 next year?
I reckon you both look older
Are
than
you
me.
40
No,
next year?
dude, you're old as fuck.
No, you are.
Are you
seriously
40 next year?
old. No.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. You look older than me, I reckon.
Year after.
You are 40 next year.
You look older.
Aren't you 39?
37.
Bullshit, dude. Don't lie. Don't lie
Are you
to people.
37 or 38?
Actually, 38. 38. No,
38.
37.
You were born in
1987.
19
I can't remember. 38.
You were born
37.
in 86.
No,
so
you're
you turned
38.
40 in
38. No,
2000.
you're 38.
38. Okay. I'm 38.
Google says 38.
40
38.
next year.
Oh,
Wow.
real.
Wow.
You're definitely
Are
40
you
next year.
Googleable?
Am I Googleable?
Oh, has Kempy got a Wikipedia that he keeps up?
Keep up.
Yeah.
Do you manage a Wikipedia?
Yeah, I manage it. I got mods for them. Yeah. So June 10th, maroon bloke jumpers and hats and blue bloke jumpers and hats. They are dropping at 6 p.m. Set your alarm.
Do
limited
I get a
edition.
cut of that for my birthday?
No.
What?
You serious?
That's bullshit.
That is bullshit that you're saying. Also, don't forget to join the Bloke Club. Go to www.bloke.club. The Mazda BT50 is being drawn in a month's time. It is totally free to join. As soon as you join, you go in the draw to win the Mazda BT50. Also, that's all thanks to Luke Camilleri. Give LDC_01 a follow. And if you are following him, you go in the draw to win $1,000 cash that we are drawing in the next week. So once this... probably going to be drawn on Monday. So you better get in now. You better get in now. And so also, if you're looking for a car, mention Bloke to them and they'll try to get you a very special discount. Massive thank you to 180 Cadence who are offering a $50 off the Sydney Ultra Marathon. It's their biggest discount ever, so go check that out. Massive thank you to Phrase Skincare who have got a 20% discount currently, and also Charity Trades. These guys are an organisation on the Central Coast to help those in need the most. If you want to get involved, get in contact with them. Boys, the good day, how's it all going?
Going very well, mate.
It's putting through its paces.
Oh
today,
my
I can tell
god! I tell you, if it wasn't for Good Day and Daylights, I wouldn't be here. Like I've had 2 today already.
You'd be
Daylights.
dead.
Oh my god! It's just been heaven, heaven. Just replenishing what I lost last night. We gave it a bit of a nudge. That's what you do when you get the dub
Okay.
or a loss.
I feel like you lose and you still do it.
Well, you
Well,
one's for us celebrating. And
cope-
one is for
copium.
misery. Cope, dude.
I don't think that was the right.
Yeah, no, it is.
Oh, no,
It's
yeah,
cope.
if you it's cope to drink if you lose.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought you were saying copium to me.
Except when it's a loss, you call it cocaine.
Oh, fuck. That's good. That's good. That's
you
good.
like that
Yeah, like kind of, but not really.
Yeah, no,
You know?
you just said you did that.
Yeah, I
So
said
if
kind of.
you're hungover like me, get this Daylights India because it is pure stuff. BigGoodHealth.com.au, code DMP for 10% off.
Pair it with a subscription, you get 20% off.
There you go, baby.
There you go. Boom, boom, boom. Done.
Cope.
Boom, boom, boom. Cope. All right, boys. All jokes aside. Oh, quickly. I thought
we
Isaiah
haven't been
Yeo,
joking.
Isaiah Yeo was
Yep.
outstanding, and he
he
was
was.
run first. He only passed it 3 times last night.
You know
Yeah,
why?
listen, it's
You
he
know
was
why?
showing a maturity.
You know
mate.
why? Because he's from Dubbo.
He was showing maturity. He has many strings to his rugby league bow, and sometimes he gets a little bit too ball playish happy.
Nothing-
And this, he just tucked the ball under his arm and he fucking said, "Come with
And
me,
he rips.
boys," and he rips.
When I'm watching a game of footy and the 13 goes into first receiver and just is dishing constantly from one side of the field to the other, I'm always going to fucking rip the TV out of the wall.
Yeah.
So the fact that got put, and that's happened before on Origin, the fact that got put away in favour of just trucking a bit of seed the old-fashioned way,
He went old-fashioned.
that was, yeah, he went old-fashioned.
Yeah.
Old, yeah.
He truck nut.
Mate, it was music to this young Dubbo boy's ears and eyes to
Music
see.
to your ears, movies to your
to
eyes.
eyes,
Yeah.
to see a brother get to work like that,
Dubbo, brother.
with a C on his arm,
Okay.
leading from the front.
Also, Zach Lomax, who
Zach
last year-
Climax. Zach
Well,
Climax.
but like, you know, for the longest time, it was like, oh, you know, when this kid puts it all together, he could be anything. Oh, he's got everything. He's got all the talent, Zach Lomax, but he's just he's a hot centre with a flick pass at bad times. And then now he's become like the fully actualized version of himself. I don't know why he still likes the centre, whatever. That's fast becoming the Damien Cook beach sprinter chat around Zach Lomax. But like, he is now, like, he's done it twice. He had a good set, he had a good Origin last year, and you're like, there was talk of him not being picked this year. Now he's in there, like, he did it again. You're like, okay, this guy is he's the total package.
Yeah, absolutely. Zach Climax is absolutely unbelievable in Origin. He will not lose that jersey for a long time if he stays injury-free.
Yeah.
And another guy, he's only 25.
Yeah, young.
I will say, and I said this last night on the review, but like, he's not going to get enough credit for it. But Brad Fittler has a lot to do with a lot of these young guys having played Origin for quite a while now. Because he debuted like 11 players or something in his first year, and all these guys.
First game.
First game.
Shout out to Brad.
Shout out.
You know, and also he was a part of a lot of these guys' junior development through the system.
On your Freddie.
On your Freddie. There's enough times passed since those couple of real tough losses and Freddie sort of started to unravel, fall apart at the seams. That part of my life, that's shut away. I don't think about it anymore.
Okay.
Now, when I think about Freddie, I think about a left foot step and I think about glory.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think Laurie Daly deserves a massive rap.
Fucking oath.
Like, you know, he made some big selections. You know, Max King, Lomax or Turbo. He chose Lomax. You know,
You got it right.
He got it right.
Yeah.
You got it right.
One person I think people aren't talking about enough, and they didn't before heading into it, which looking back on it, it's crazy. But like Bellyache being in camp, getting his hands on Cleary, I think that's not getting spoken about enough. Like,
What did he do? He put his hands on him.
Get him hands on him. He punched him.
He got handsy with Cleary?
Got handsy with Cleary.
Jesus Christ.
But like, I'm sure
know that.
he probably sat down with Cleary and Yo and was like, especially with Yo, and said, "Mate, just tuck the ball and run." Because Bellamy's 13s notoriously aren't ball players usually.
Yes.
So I wonder where the Bellyache has gone, shown some video and said, "Boys, just do this."
Well, Denon, Bellamy's notorious for having running 13s.
Notorious BIG. Notorious BIG
Yeah.
13.
I think you might be right, Dennis.
Thanks, mate.
And again, it's just like, what can't we do? You know what I mean? What can't we do? When we click, what's the all-time record for points?
2021. You beat us by
Yeah.
a record margin.
Is that the record?
Was that the one we were at the pub? 51-4 or something?
That, yeah, I tell you what, we get it right in Perth, that's under threat.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Don't you reckon?
Well, not 50.
I'm talking fifth gear New South Wales.
Yeah.
It's going to be a tough
You
night.
got to be worried, bro.
I am worried. I am worried.
His pants. What are you talking about? This is as close to a concession of defeat as you're going to get out of Denon.
Man. Boys, what's now for Queensland? What do you reckon? What would you do?
I'd be sacking Billy.
Oh, fuck.
What would I be doing? I'd be playing better for starters.
Yep.
I'd be having a fucking bit of a crack.
Yeah. So play better.
Have a crack. Drop your captain.
Score tries.
Kick to the corners. Simple game, rugby league. Complete your sets.
I wouldn't have
Kick to the
Munster
corners.
kicking.
No.
That's bizarre. I didn't understand
I don't
that.
know what his kicks were about. Like, I watched Moses boot at 50,000 metres. I'm like, why is... Anyway, you do you, bro.
You do you. Anything else?
Get away better side.
Yeah.
Pick blokes that don't need name tags.
Yeah, you'll pick better players.
Kick to the corners. Truck the nut.
Make your tackles.
Make your tackles. Don't be scared of Spencer Lenu.
Yeah, wake up,
Weakness.
pussycats.
Don't hide the hog.
Do not. I would not bother going down the left side of the field ever again. I reckon just pack it up.
Yeah.
Just
Stack the right.
stack the right.
Just all right side players.
Yeah.
Just
Well, what's the point?
What's the point?
If you're
literally-
attacking, what's the point?
pick all right side players. So there's two right centres rather than...
Well, you will have to defend.
Matter of fact, go back to the old days of inside-outside centres.
Well, I just think it's meant, when you're attacking, it's all on the right side.
Okay.
When you're defending, you obviously fan out.
So
conventional
DC and
rugby
Munster
league
go to the
defence.
left side of the field and stay there in attack
Yeah.
and just feed Nut all the way to the right
Every
side.
single player is from the
So
middle.
set up
to the
players. Set up players that you need to you need players running laterally to the left hand side of the field.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, I just
Well,
don't.
it's just no point. It's a waste of.
No, it's a waste of time.
resources.
It's a waste of
You know what?
resources.
Billy could bring back the inside-outside centre.
You know what I think that I tell you what I think Queensland should do is in the next 3 weeks they need to come out and start talking some shit.
Okay.
Oh, that build-up sucked.
That was the most limp build-up of all time, and it plays into our hands. We're like, righto, you take all the emotion out of it, and we can just go up there and be great, because we are. It lacked punch and it lacked panache.
It's sad to see Queensland like this, to be honest.
Okay.
It is. It's sad. I grew up, seeing a really competitive competition. Even though the fucking 8 straight was tough, it was still competitive.
Still competitive.
Still fucking
Except for 1 year.
Well, except for 1 year, but that was it was 2010 or whatever. It was still competitive though,
Yeah, okay.
Now it's just sad. Now it's like you see the old family dog that fucking can't get up the back steps. You're like, Jesus Christ, why do we carry this fucker into the house? Then you carry it in,
Put
it
it down.
all over the kitchen floor. You got to put it down.
What are the old? Let's just.
Yeah, I wanted
I'm
to
gonna
check
have a
the odds
quick
just
look.
then too, because I reckon Queensland will be about 280.
While you look, the biggest margin ever was Queensland beating us by 46 in 2015, and the biggest New South Wales margin was 44 in Game 1, 2021.
So we've got that as well. Fucking hell.
Not for long, lad.
Not for long, you reckon, eh?
Lad. What's the odds for 13 plus? They got that market out yet?
I'm looking.
13 plus also hit last night. Fuck, that was some horse shit.
I know.
Okay, you're 275, 146.
I reckon that'll move out.
The line's 6.5. Are you taking the piss?
You know what I do with that line? I lube it up and then I deep throat it.
You sit on it.
Both.
Jesus. Feeling
Sit on it
generous.
second.
Sit on first.
No. No. That is crass, mate. That's crass. Very crass.
What change would you make for Queensland though? Would you?
Mate, I think.
I would be bringing in Corey Horsburgh somewhere.
Yeah, Big Red.
Bring
Big
the
Red.
bar.
I think, babe, just a bit of fire, bit of passion.
Who
Arrow.
did I hear Joey say? Jai Arrow. Jai Arrow's an Origin footballer. You guys don't have enough Origin footballers in that side. No disrespect.
I was
to you.
actually surprised Corey didn't get picked.
I was
Because he's a mongrel.
Yeah, I was too.
You need a bit of fire. You need a red nut out there.
You're going to put Kurt Mann in the halves.
Well, if Dearden starts, there's a chance Kurt Mann could be 14.
Do you think there is, how likely do you think it is that DCs gets dropped?
Well, Billy Soto said he doesn't think it's a personnel problem, so I don't think that he will get dropped.
Would that be quite unprecedented to have a captain dropped mid-series? Has that been, like, my Origin history is not crazy good.
I had a quick Google and nothing came up.
Yeah.
So
Look,
I'll keep looking, but if anyone
I think we'll
remembers,
probably
let
keep
me
him,
know.
to be honest.
For the series?
Yeah, just like
Or at
he's the
least
captain.
if you lose game 2, you might look to blood.
And-
Not that
yeah,
team's getting
game
blooded,
three.
but like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
But also, I think, there is this, like, DC has won us a lot of Origin series. So, just one game and you just go, your career's done in Origin. Be a huge call. Because
That's what you're saying in the green room, though. You're saying get rid of that old fuck.
I'll be bringing Dearden in.
Okay, so you do.
So-
I
no,
just want
he's saying
Manly.
it.
I want Manly to stop abusing DCE.
Do you reckon DCE wishes he wrapped it up 2023?
No, I don't think so. He's still in a big coin.
No, I'm saying from Origin.
From Origin perspective, ran off into the sunset 2023. Yeah, potentially. But I don't think he realised he was going to get abused by Manly for the next 2 years.
Oh, fuck off, mate.
I don't think he knew that. I thought he was going to get treated well as a club legend, but
You guys sacked the club.
instead he got
great.
slandered.
Mate, he wants
Sacked
he
the
wants
club
to
great
he
after
wants
he
to
got to the
leave.
grand
He wants to
final.
leave. He wants to go to the Chooks.
The Broncos
So you're
are a
slandering.
disgrace.
You're
You
slandering.
We're not
sacked the club
slandering.
great after he got you to a grand final. A couple of fucking losses because your team's full of
You're
bloody
slandering.
soft
You're
cocks.
literally slandering your club legend.
They
At
sacked Kevy Walters.
least we didn't slander
Oh
him.
yeah,
Sacked Kevy
sweet.
Walters, mate.
You sacked DCE and then you slandered him.
Guys, Cherry Evans opted to leave. You sacked Kevy Walters.
No, you didn't offer him a contract,
After
then you
he
slandered
fucking
him.
made the grand final the year before.
You're slandering a
He has
current
one
legend.
bad season. You're like, oi, Kevy. kick
Lay off
rocks,
the slander.
lad."
Too much slander, bro.
Fucking disgraceful.
Oh, God. Boys, I got a TV series you got to watch.
What is it?
Andor.
And
this
Dole.
sounds neckbeard.
It is a little bit Star Wars. Andor.
Oh, is it the new Star Wars?
A&D.
OR.
Andor.
Yes.
Yep. What's it about?
It is. It's about a fascism, a resistance.
Yep.
It's unbelievable.
Will my wife watch it? Like,
Well,
is it
me and my wife, we love it.
Is she a neckbeard?
I don't think she has a beard under her neck.
No, but you know what I mean, though, right? Neckbeard sensibilities.
no, she's
well, I guess
not.
what I'm just trying to work out, like, is it one of those shows where, like, Game of Thrones is neckbeardy, but it's also a good show?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to say Star Wars is neckbeardy, it's neckbeardy, but it's a good show.
Yeah, okay.
It's a good show.
It can be neckbeardy and a good
Star
show.
Wars is neckbeardy though. That's
Lord of the Rings
I love
is
Star-
neckbeardy.
Yes, I love Star Wars.
Lord of the Rings neckbeardy, but also good. And
Yes.
this is neckbeardy, but it's also good. But it's also very mature. It's not like it's grown up stuff.
Okay, that's
So like
cool.
sex.
No, like
bit of
grown up
sex.
themes. Grown up themes. There is sex in it if you want that. I don't need
But like
that.
aliens
Yeah.
and shit.
No, I don't think no alien sex.
Oh, okay.
But adult themes, adult script. If you're a bit younger, you'd probably get a bit lost in the script. I think.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I am.
And where's
I'm
it
only
set? Where's it
35.
set in the universe of Star Wars?
Coruscant or some shit like that.
What timeline though?
Oh, you know the movie Rogue One?
Yes.
Before that.
Good movie.
Great movie. And it's a prequel to that.
I actually liked Rogue One a lot.
Well, there you go, mate.
A really good movie.
wouldn't lead
And it's
you
a
into-
prequel to that.
I wouldn't lead you into a bad content.
I'm going to
mate.
get that a gander.
Yeah, there you go, mate. There you go. See?
There you go, lad.
You're
My boy,
welcome, mate.
it's my boy Dennett looking after me.
You're welcome,
Oh, you've
mate.
been neckbearded me.
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Don't we all?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, mate.
There used to be a very good Star Wars video game on Nintendo 64. Speed Racer, I think it was called. That was neckbeardy.
Speed Racer.
I think it was Speed Racer. Whatever those fucking things were in like the.
When was the last time Queensland won a game, men or women? Like what, a couple of years ago?
Game 1 last year.
No.
Game 3 for the women last year. We won the series. Women won the series last year.
No. You're going to get swept by the gals and the blokes and the Sheilas.
The dub sweep.
Yeah, oh, holy fuck. Dude.
That would be fucked. That would
Did
be
you have to do? Did you lose a bet to Guru? Have you got to do something?
Yeah. So basically, instead of me waiting to grow my goatee, I'm gonna do my hair.
Bleach blonde.
Yeah.
Holy
You're
shit.
going to bleach it blonde.
I have to. That was a bet. Got to bleach my goatee blonde, or he has to do his beard. And we lost.
And you can do your hair. I don't know which one I prefer to see. That like a flesh-colored goatee would look so fucking crook.
Yeah, but it takes too long to grow. So to make sure that we've got it ready,
So when are you doing it?
well, I got to try to find a time to book in tomorrow or the weekend or whatever.
Why don't you just go and get the
Mate, careful, mate. He doesn't
peroxide?
try to root you because you
can't
look like
mind.
Eminem.
My
he'll
wife's,
be
my wife's
standing you, dude.
pregnant, so she can't do it. All the shit in the chemicals.
Ah, yeah.
So I'm gonna have to get.
Go down to Just Cuts.
Get it professionally done, don't they?
Let's go to Just Cuts.
Fuck me, can't.
Dude.
Fucking Queensland let me down. Let me down, mate.
Den and M.
Den and M. Good from you.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah, so just to make sure we get it done quickly,
Yeah.
rather than waiting for the goatee to grow,
Yeah.
we'll probably just get the hair done.
Okay. But and you'll still grow the goatee and then dye that as well?
We'll see. We'll see. Rue's only requested the hair.
Oh, God, he has no idea, does he? He should be saying, listen, dye your hair blonde now, then don't grow the goatee out.
No, that's a doubler. You're doubling up there.
Yeah, but that's fuck, dude. Try. Let's try.
So yeah, that's that. It fucking sucks. It fucking sucks, bro. It sucks.
No, it doesn't. You're going to look great, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
fuck.
man. You're going to look great.
You're
man.
going to look cute, dude.
You're going to look cute, man.
Okay, boys. Time for some tips. New
Tip
South
me up.
Women's tonight.
Oh, yeah.
New South, sweet.
New
Get your
South,
brooms
13
out. Get your
plus.
brooms out.
Sweet.
Queensland
sweet,
paying
sweet,
$5.
Sweet.
All right, tips of the weekend,
What's the
boys.
line? Go up to the line. 14 and a half.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking hell.
Oh, that's fucked up. Well, we cleaned them out last time, mate.
Yeah.
We cleaned them out.
Yeah, we cleaned them
We
out.
cleaned them out.
Dragons versus Knights.
Knights.
Bit of value in the Knights.
Yeah, there is. It's funny.
Yeah,
we were saying
there's
this.
the people. I think the chat around the water coolers is that Ponga back at fullback. Oh.
Makes them worse.
That's water cooler chat.
That's water cooler check. No, I don't think so. I think
But
he's
they're
just
like
out of
there's
form.
like a freedom they seem to play. Like when you've got a Callum Ponga who's clearly better than all
Yeah, but
of
they've
them.
played against fucking a Penrith side missing all their origin stars. So
It was a bad side they won against. The two games they've won, Rabbitohs, no one. Panthers, no one. Have they won otherwise?
early in this season, I think.
No,
They
but
won
like, forget about
Tigers
that
game
stuff.
one.
Yeah. Okay. Who you going? Knights or Dragons?
Knights.
Okay. Titans.
Dragons.
Storm.
Storm.
Big Storm win 13 plus. They'll beat the fuck.
I don't reckon they will beat the fuck out of them.
I think they will. They'll beat the
Okay.
fuck.
Cowboys or Tigers?
Tigers.
$3.08 for Tigers. is
Cows.
Give me the Tigers.
cool. Manly Broncos.
Man,
Manly.
You weren't confident then. You didn't say that confidently then.
can I be honest with you? At the start of the season, Who would have predicted that this would be a shitter?
Oh, no, it's fucked. We're so shit. We're so shit right now.
This is a shitter.
This
I
is
know.
a shitter.
We are part of a
7:37.
poo
This was
slinger.
supposed to. That would have been like glamour fixtures. Be unbelievable. This is a shitter.
Literally poo slinger.
Yeah. It's a poo slinger. It's sad. Sad to
It's
see.
sad.
It is
Sad to
sad.
see,
It's
bro.
It's a sad state of affairs. Rabbitohs versus Warriors.
Rabbitohs.
Rabbits.
Wow. Panthers versus Eels.
Warriors
Oh, false economy. Yeah, false economy.
I can't tell you how much abuse I caught from Warriors fans. And listen, like,
Warriors fans quite passionate.
hey, listen, I don't care because they lost. False economy.
False economy. Panthers versus Eels.
Can you scroll down so I can see the odds?
I'm gonna say it's a tough one.
Yeah, the Eels like to get. So I can't. The Eels like to get it done against the Panthers, don't they?
Pretty different side now though.
Yeah, but
I say this every week. Geez, the Panthers need to start winning, and they don't.
They got a lot of backing up to do, you know.
Who you
A lot
going?
of backing
They wouldn't be
up.
tired, the boys though.
A lot of backing up to
I'm
do.
gonna go with the Panthers.
I'll go with the Eels.
The Roosters, Raiders.
Roosters.
Raiders.
Ooh, okay. Make sure to grab your Grumpy Coffee from grumpycoffee.com.au. Don't forget as well, June 7th on the Gold Coast, go to warriorsgathering.com.au. I'll be down there having a yarn. It'll be a great day. June 7th on the Gold Coast. And as usual, we'll go and fuck ourselves. Thank you.
Yeah.
Dunskies.
New South Wales.
Talk a lot
Talk
of
a lot of
shit with your mouth.
With your mouth. We're the boys in blue. New South.
New South.
Queensland, we can't hear ya.
Here.
Queensland, we can't hear ya.
Here.
Talk a lot of shit with your mouth.
With your mouth.
We're the boys in blue. New South.
New South.
Queensland, we can't hear ya.
Here.
Queensland, we can't hear ya.
Here.
You talk a lot of shit with your mouth.
With your mouth.
We're the boys in blue, New South.
New South.
Queensland. Where you going, Denham?
Oi.
Where you going?
Sook.
What do you mean?
Meow.
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 8 in a row.
Oh, fuck.
Imagine what you could be buying instead. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.